So I've been covering a lot of DC comic footage for the new shows that are coming up, and this is my first Flash video, and of the four main DC shows, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Flash is my favorite, though Supergirl is a very close second. So let's watch the Run Devil Run trailer, and then we'll discuss it. All right, 1, 2, 3.
I've seen you before, haven't I? Barry, right?
Barry
Right.
Allen.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Who the hell is this? I created a whole other existence. There's even a Flash, so I don't have to be. More like Kid Flash. Don't call me that. I'm gonna help you stop the rival. You just kidnapped this one. No, I didn't. She's a scientist. We need her. Follow my lead. The Flash doesn't follow anyone.
Listen to him, Molly. He's the Flash.
What's happening to me? The side effect. Your original life will fade away. You won't even remember that you're the Flash. I'm quaking in your boots, sweetly inappropriate.
Oh my God.
That was such a stunning trailer. Why is Grant Gustin in the DCEU? He's such a good Flash. Oh, this trailer was so perfect. The blend of comedy, the intensity that Flash generally encompasses, it's all right there. Like, it's such a perfect trailer. And I also love the song Run Devil Run. It's just done so well. This trailer is just as good as the Arrow Season 5 trailer that I did. And I'll put a link to that in the video description because I love discussing Arrow too. Whew. So clearly what happens is, and we generally know this if you've looked it up online, after Barry time traveled, he, created a paradox, the Flashpoint paradox. That's what's being covered here. Now, Wally is the Flash, and he's going to team up with Barry. So what's interesting here is after Barry reversed time, he's no longer friends with Iris. She made that joke in the beginning of the trailer. But he still is able to keep his powers. But then the Reverse Flash talks about how, as the more time that Barry spends in this paradoxical reality, he's going to lose memories of his old life, and eventually he'll lose his powers, which is a huge ramification because Barry loves being the Flash, so without his powers, something bad will happen. Now, they do show who the villain is. He's obviously a speedster. I'm not very sure as to who that is, though. I don't know too many of the speeding villains in DC. Obviously, I know who the Reverse Flash is, and obviously I know who Zoom is from the show and from other DC comic adaptations. But as to who this new guy is, I don't know, and I'm really curious to see where they'll be going with it. I kind of wish that they didn't go in the route of a speedster. I really feel that they have so much to do with the Flash. He can battle so many villains. We saw Barry just, whirl his arms, and he created, a whirlwind. We've seen him do that many times. He just has so many different powers. He could really fight a lot of other characters. Also, one thing I want to quickly point out is in this season, we're going to get a couple Grodd episodes, which is exciting. We really didn't get to see Grodd too much in Season 2, so I'm excited to get to see Grodd come back in Season 3. Now, Cisco obviously has no clue who Barry is because Barry was in the timeline, never went to work for Star Labs, and Caitlin didn't work for Star Labs either. Or Barry didn't work for Star Labs. I'm not really sure where Cisco is working, but Caitlin definitely wasn't there. And, they flat out said, you kidnapped her, but we need her because Barry needs the people that he's used to. So this world that he created, inadvertently, but also on purpose, is so different. So he's trying to bring it back together, but he's gonna have to fix it. Like I was saying to Joe, my friend on this channel, if you guys are new to my videos, we do a lot of live streams together of episode reviews. I was saying, if a character dies, generally, unless the writers really want the actor to always be around, and like the death is only for a minute, but if the character's been dead for many episodes, death is going to come. So death is going to come back for Barry's mother. Death is going to come for Barry's dad, and most likely Barry's going to have to somehow reverse what he did. But I also know that the Flashpoint paradox is going to have major ramifications in the original timeline, and I'm actually really curious how that original timeline is going to be affected in the Arrow. I was going to say in the Arrowverse, but I guess technically Flash is a part of the Arrowverse. But I'm really curious how Barry's reversal of time or time changing affected Supergirl, which is now run in, how it affected Legends of Tomorrow, and how it affected Arrow, or maybe the first 8 or so episodes until Barry undoes what he did, won't even touch upon the damage that's been inflicted. I just really, really like this. I also really like the inclusion of the Kid Flash. I liked how the Kid Flash says it's the following one, and Iris goes, just listen to him, because he is the Flash. Like, you need to follow Barry. Barry has the experience at this point. Granted, he's really only been the Flash for 3 years. Who knows how long in this time period Wally's been the Flash? But since he still seems kind of new to his powers, he could use Barry's guidance. I'm really curious to see some Kid Flash and Flash team-ups. We got a couple of those on Young Justice, for those of you who are fans of that show, and that was really nice, especially in the pilot of that show, so I'm really curious to see more of that here. Anyway, I thought this trailer was absolutely fantastic. Song was great, visual was great. I really wish that Caitlin got to speak. Caitlin's one of my favorite characters. In fact, I'm really curious as to where Caitlin's character will be going for season 6, because I feel they made the potential for her to be a villain, and I'm really curious to see how Barry is going to handle this whole alternate reality. I think the trailer has it captured really well that he's going to have some pretty severe consequences, and he's not going to like the world that he's living in. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to my review of the Flash Run Devil Run trailer. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And Flash comes back in the beginning of October, and I'll be covering the episodes on Tuesday when it airs with Joe. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye.